speaking of hoes, Cam Soda, bitches, and these things, Bad Baby made $1 million on OnlyFans on her 18th birthday.
In 6 hours.
In 6 motherfucking hours.
My question for that is I'm glad we have a woman on the podcast. So if your daughter made that much money exposing herself on the internet and she was like, Mom, I think we can make even more money together, what are you saying?
Together as in me and my daughter?
Yeah.
No.
Family business.
So you wouldn't want to make the money? You don't have to. I don't think she got naked.
She didn't.
Oh,
yeah.
she didn't?
Yeah,
so
she
then
just
what
like,
did she do?
I think like bikini shots and,
lingerie.
Suggestive pictures and things of that nature. What are you doing if your daughter propositions you to make some money like that? You didn't think I was going to ask that, did you?
No.
And your response is way different now. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute now.
Wait, if she wasn't completely naked and I don't have to get completely naked, then yeah, probably.
Okay. So how would you feel before she propositions you? Would you be like, okay, that's cool, you waited till you're 18, you're an adult now, or how do you view it?
I think mostly my biggest question is that, like, Bad Baby is like this scrawny ass white girl. Like, I don't understand the attraction there. So I don't understand
attraction
how
is
she
for perverts.
right. But
that
I
wants
also
to see
don't
someone super young.
yeah.
OnlyFans is about profiting off of perversion.
Yeah.
And that
Or
I don't
perversion, yeah.
understand. Like, I don't.
Do you need to understand $1 million in 6 hours?
I mean, the
Like, what
perversion
do
for
you need
you
to
would
understand?
be, like,
Exactly.
it might be a celebrity, you might want to see his penis or something. You would pay some money to have that happen.
And nah.
You wouldn't pay to see Michael B. Jordan, I'm sorry.
Michael Jordan.
That's a whole different celebrity.
God, what the
Would you pay $15 to see Michael B. Jordan's penis?
$15?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I
See,
probably.
that nigga gonna make $1 million in 6 months.
Think about this.
6 months, 6 hours.
$15 one time, you get to see whatever he posts for a whole month.
Oh, for a whole month?
See that? See, look at you.
Like, that's a great deal.
She said, what's the website?
How many times are
I mean,
they
if you
posting?
think about this. If you would do that for $15 for 1 month,
For one picture.
Like,
for
imagine
one
how many
picture.
other people would do it. Yeah.
that's how she made $6 million or $1 million in 6 hours.
Yeah.
That exactly right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's good for her, but I still, in general, that I don't understand that industry. But
I think to me, there's 2 things to think about here. Number 1, I think shout out to her for making $1 million at the age of 18. Business minded. She didn't come from money. She
Definitely didn't come from
fucking
money.
figured it out. Her ass was something to be made fun of on a daytime TV show. She flipped that to $1 million in 6
Yeah.
hours. I'm not mad. Can't be
Yeah.
mad at the entrepreneurship, the business mindedness, taking whatever she had and turning it into this. Can't be mad at that, point blank, period. The other side of this is the people who are subscribing and observing and thinking about like the social commentary on people who are this thirsty
yeah.
for an 18-year-old girl that
Right.
even you are saying may not even, she don't
I
even
don't.
look that good,
No.
right? So I think that's a whole nother section of the conversation that I think is a little bit interesting. And to me, though, what it comes down to is, and this is my whole thing with OnlyFans in general, is if you're by yourself doing whatever you're doing on camera, I don't understand why people have a problem with it. Right? I think that, and this I think it was brought up on one of the podcasts, millions of podcasts I listen to every week, but the problem with the porn industry had always been exploitation, right? And that's what's dope about OnlyFans is because the talent gets to kind of take back some of that control.
Yeah.
And I think that even more so, if you're just by yourself doing what you do, what's the problem, right? And the thing about that is you're still profiting off of people's perversion, right?
Yeah.
You may be doing it in a way that makes you feel safe and comfortable, but at the end of the day, you're still profiting off of people's perversion. And so
Yeah.
that what that then makes me think about isn't profit and perversion are kind of inextricably tied. I can't believe I just pulled that word off. they're kind of linked.
Yeah.
In capitalism in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. You could start from a high level of sex sales, right?
Yeah.
Titties, cleavage, short, like all of the Instagram. Like you could go with that, or you could go into just the drive for money in and of itself, right? So yeah, so on the one hand, you are thinking about what is it to profit off of perversion, and what is it to be kind of a cog on the perverted end into people profiting. Then the other side too is like, ain't that just kind of how America works?
Right.
Right. So like that's the interesting juxtaposition. I can't believe I pulled that one off too. God damn, I'm flowing right now.
Eat more edibles.
Yeah,
you see what that 10 hours of sleep do for the brain,
right,
brother.
For real. So yeah, what do y'all have any other other thoughts? I saw a light bulb go off over here.
Yeah, my idea was way left field. I can't talk about that right now.
Why?
It's gonna just change the subject.
That's fine. We could do that.
I was just thinking that a common term I hear, or common language I hear a lot of feminists use is that like we don't need men, or we don't need men. And I was thinking most of the perverts in the world are men. And a lot of women profit off of the perversion of men. Because I was thinking like a lot of the perversion of women is not profited off of, maybe by like male strippers. And those are such a small minority, but like the majority of perversion that is people are profiting off of are men. So it's like a whole sector of women that would lose money if there were no man to profit off of their perversion. That was the idea I had in my head.
It's pretty interesting. Go ahead.
It's like,
what you got?
The men are shamed for being perverts, but at the same time, people profit off of it.
Male perversion drives the economy.
Yeah, in a lot of ways.
I mean, porn is a multi-billion-dollar industry. I mean, it's bigger than NFL.
It's bigger than Nino Brown.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
I think
but also, men make the money, so they got disposable. Like if you go into that argument, men got extra bread to blow on their perversion, right?
Women just buy sex toys. They don't really be paying for. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I think a big part of like the perversion is just like the way you are perverted. Like I think that, if that makes sense, because I feel like you could just be like horny or whatever, but if you're like specifically like attracted to younger girls, like that, I feel like that plays a big part into it. And so I think that's the part that makes me really uncomfortable.
Is it perversion when women are attracted to younger men?
Yeah, I think it goes both ways.
I guess it depends on how young you mean too.
Yeah.
Like underage, no matter. Yeah, that's perverted, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What you got?
How, even though I kind of agree with what Justin's saying, women watch more porn than men.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
And not only do women watch more porn,
but y'all not spending no bread though.
Women, huh?
Y'all not spending no bread on porn though.
They do.
Really?
Yeah, women do spend money on porn, but
But
I even think of it myself though. It's because we like a certain type of porn. Y'all watch
That's what I was about to
fucking
say.
edited.
Yeah.
Our shit gotta look nice. The scenarios
very
have to be
specific.
kind of real.
Sex has to be different sometimes.
Yeah, like there's special
makes sense.
porn for women too, like that, because we don't want to see certain things that you guys think
Yeah.
or might find attractive. We might find a little bit degrading in the way that you do it, or women porn tend to have interviews before and after.
Oh my god.
Interviews.
Fucked up.
Interviews with the porn stars, especially
I've
if
never
it's,
heard of
like,
that.
extremely rough.
I feel like Whitney
Because you
snitching
want to
on
know that they're
herself.
consenting to it. Like it's just the.
So you be watching that, huh?
I've never seen anything with an interview before or after.
What's your favorite porn category?